Terry, the friendly ghostwriter here, coming to you with another olive oil flush. And this is the what I'll chase it down with, the citrus juice. Usually it should be lemon. I kind of did a little mix this time, lime and grapefruit. Didn't want to use up the last few lemons that we had in the house. So anyway, I get a lot of questions about the whole detoxing thing. This is day 7 of my detox and the final day. And, you know, all I could tell someone is do your research. Research. Read up on it. Find out what works for you. This is a journey that you can't take someone else on it. It's your own personal journey. It's your own personal health. You have to know what works for your body, what doesn't, what's best for your body. I have been on this journey for, gosh, almost about 12 years now, since getting a diagnosis of sarcoidosis about 12 years ago when suffering a heart attack at age 40. I guess that was 14 years ago. Time is zipping by, time is zipping by. So anyway, when it looks like I'm doing some drastic moves like, drinking this down, you don't have to do this in one gulp. This is almost 10 ounces right here. There are olive oil and lemon flushes that you can do on a nightly basis that, you're only drinking like a quarter of a cup. A fourth of a cup of olive oil mixed with lemon. So you don't have to do drastic stuff, but read, find out what works for you. So many people just throw out all of this health information that comes at them. They throw it all out without researching. Take the good, throw out the bad. Take what works for you, what's needed for you in your situation, and but don't condemn it all. Okay, so I can't really tell someone exactly what works for them. You have to do what works for you and what's best for you. Back, when I had that diagnosis after the heart attack, one of the first, there were actually 4 different life-threatening situations that were going on in my body that I did not know about until that time. And one of the other things was mitral valve prolapse, and it's where your heart doesn't beat, or no, it has to do with the valve. And if the valve that pumps blood to the other chamber, if it's not open and closing properly, it's allowing blood to backflow into that chamber, which over time can be a problem. If it's managed and and such, then there's no problem. One of the ways to manage it is to keep stimulants away from your body, such as coffee, chocolates. Those are things that have caffeine in them. And so when I found out that information, I did away with caffeine in my life. Why drink it if I know that it's going to cause this situation to be aggravated? And I stayed away from coffee for about 5 years until I then moved to Chicago, back to Chicago, and then I was around friends that drank coffee, and I was not drinking based on research, but they were convincing me why I should drink it, pretty much based on emotion of loving coffee and other reasons. And so my research against their emotion, my facts against, just being around coffee drinkers. And guess what? I started drinking coffee again. No wonder that, I would have other symptoms that would start coming up in my body over the next several years or so. So you have to be strong, be vigilant. When you find out what works for your body, go with it. Go with it. And it's a paradigm shift. I didn't go August of 2012, I went totally raw. So I'm coming up on almost a year. Wow. I can't believe it's been that long already. It went by fast. Almost a year of going raw. And guess what? That wasn't a drastic move either. I had been making these slight changes over the past 10 years, but just never had that one last step, that really sent things in the right direction in a fast pace. But if I had not already had the paradigm shift and knowing what's good for my body and what's bad as far as eating, I could never have gotten to that raw stage and just, jumped over into total 99% raw. And because I eat blue corn chips, and I make homemade popcorn on the stove. No theater popcorn, no microwave popcorn. I don't even own a microwave anymore. I can't believe a couple years ago when a girlfriend of mine said that she doesn't have a microwave. I thought that was the craziest thing. I couldn't imagine being without a microwave, but I didn't condemn her about it, but I just thought that is crazy. But now I see it's best to live without a microwave. So anyway, when I was making all these changes, there were a lot of people years ago making my own ketchup because of all the sugar that's in the store-bought ketchup. Sure, we were made fun of, but hey, this was the journey that our family needed. This was a journey I needed for my wellness. And so going raw August of last year until now, I have lost 27 pounds. 27 pounds. I just lost 7 on this last spring or summer. This is Summer Solstice Detox Fast. So 7 days, 7 pounds. Hey, I'm at a good weight right now. I'm at a weight that I weighed in high school. No, just somewhere around college. I gained a lot of weight in college, freshman 15, and then later learned to get away from those cafeteria French fries and the midnight snack bar trips. So I went back down. So yeah, this is definitely the weight I was in my early 20s. So I am happy. I'm feeling great here in Las Vegas, where it's 117 degrees tomorrow. It's supposed to be. Hey, I didn't need a lot of extra weight here, that's for sure. So this is all good. It's all good. I did this olive oil fast with my last, or this flush. It's called the olive oil flush. I did this with the last fast and recorded it. Hopefully I'll do this a lot easier this time around. It was just, the thought of it was just, but I lived through it, so hey, I'll live through this too. The results should be where it's pulling out stuff. This olive oil flush cleans the liver. Okay, you clean the liver, you clean your whole digestive tract. And and of course you can lose weight with it because it's the good fat. It pulls the fat from the cells, and so you have the bad fats. This is the good fat, and it's just, again, it's something that you should do on a regular basis where you're not having to do the whole this. If you're not going raw, if you're not going vegan, if you're eating an American standard diet, you should be doing something to detox. Regularly you should be doing something. And this, even though I'm 100% putting no processed foods in my body on a regular basis, there's still a need for this kind of detoxing. Drinking this, it'll pull out the tar. I didn't see too much of that last time. I didn't see a whole lot of the black tarry stuff. It was coming out during this whole fasting time, but again, this is like 54 years of not doing anything to this extent. I've never, 53 years. I started a while back, almost a year now, doing these detoxing fasts, but for the first part of my life, I was not detoxing at all. I didn't pay attention to that kind of stuff. But again, the thought had already been there to start getting my life in order. Hey, in fact, talking about the thought being there, did you notice I have dreads? Well, you noticed something was going on with the hair, right? But these are dreads, dreadlocks. And it's only been probably about 2 months. So it'll be a while before they really, really take form and fill up and look great. But this wasn't a drastic move either. This was 30 years in the mind making. 30 years ago I wanted dreads. Never did it. Just always, liked other people's dreads, but never did my own. But, and then 3 years ago I went natural, no perms and such. And yes, I did put some color in recently. It was a weak moment. But again, paradigm shifts. Do things at your level, at your own pace. Change your life for the better at your own pace. Do those things. It may look drastic to someone else, but if it's going to reserve your life, preserve your life, you must do it. We all must extend our life. Okay? We've been given this life. We've been given this body. This body is a temple. We were put in charge of it. Do the right thing. Take care of your body. running out of time. You know what? I cheated. In case you noticed, I cheated. I didn't do it all the way down because I didn't want to choke on it. So here's down the hatch. That did it. All right. Bottoms up. That was a shaky one, but hey, I did it. It's going to be clean coming out. It's going to be great. Shaky going down. I won't say how it's coming out really, but use your imagination. Say la vie. Bye-bye.